The 2010 Renault DeZir. Let's face it, Renault is a brand consisting of family cars, and besides the new Gordini models, there is nothing in the lineup that inspires sportiness. But the new DeZir concept that was unveiled at the Paris Auto Show seemed to be the exception to that rule. The concept is the first work of Renault's new chief designer, Laurent van den Acker, and represents a mid-engined, gullwing electric coupe. The new DeZir concept features a new front-end design that previews the new front-end identity of the next Renault models. The headlights take the form of backlit prisms, and the perforated eyelids add to this high-tech feel and contribute to DeZir's specific lighting signature. Rear lighting is provided by an illuminated, seemingly floating strip, and the Renault logo is highlighted by backlighting through the fins of the grille and consequently appears to hover in the middle of this space. DeZir is powered by an electric motor mounted in a mid-rear position to optimize weight distribution over the front and rear wheels. The vertically mounted 24 kWh lithium-ion battery is located behind the bench seat and provides the car with a range of 160 km. The new concept can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, in 5 seconds, and from 0 to 50 km per hour, 31 miles per hour, in just 2 seconds. Update October 29, 2010, Renault is considering offering a production version of their DeZir electric concept car unveiled at the Paris Motor Show. During a recent test drive of the concept, Renault announced that building the car will not be such a complicated job. There already is an appropriate platform, that of the Megane Trophy. Production of the electric drive technology is almost ready, and there is the Renault Sport division's experience in building cars in a limited edition. In addition to this production vehicle, Renault also announced that a Spider version or a race version may also be a possibility. Press release after the jump. Press release. Renault has provided a preview glimpse of its new concept car, DeZir, ahead of this year's Paris Motor Show. DeZir stands out as an illustration of the brand's commitment to more emotional styling. DeZir's sensuous lines and bright red finish express passion. Powered by an electric motor, DeZir is proof that environmental concern and a love for cars are by no means incompatible. The DeZir project is the first to have been led by Laurent van den Acker and marks the start of a sequence of concept cars that will provide an insight into Renault Design's new vision for the future. It also lays the foundations for the styling cues of Renault's forthcoming vehicles. The public will get its first opportunity to see DeZir at the 2010 Paris Motor Show. DEZIR, the first evidence of Renault Design's new vision for the future. Under the leadership of Laurent van den Acker, Renault's design department has taken its inspiration from the brand's new signature, Drive the Change, and explores Renault's styling roots to express the company's powerful human dimension via a new strategy founded on the notion of the life cycle. This vision also builds on the bonds that are gradually forged between the brand and its customers at watershed moments of their lives, such as when they fall in love, start to explore the world, found a family, begin to work, take time to play and attain wisdom. This approach coincides with the introduction of a new Renault design language that takes its inspiration from the three keywords which communicate the brand's vision, namely, simple, sensuous, and warm. In keeping with this strategy, Renault's concept cars will progressively express this vision, paving the way for a product plan based on a coherent and clear offer. To implement this, Renault Design has revised its methodology, and a single team of designers will now be responsible for each new concept car and for the ensuing production model it previews. Falling in love. DeZir is the first project to be led by Laurent van den Acker and exemplifies the brand's new philosophy with regard to design. It also marks the implementation of the strategy based on the notion of life cycle. The first step involves falling in love, an experience that is perfectly illustrated by DeZir's powerful, sensuous styling and bright red finish, red being the color associated with passion. DeZir is a statement of our new formal design language which conveys notions such as movement, sensuality and emotion through ideal proportions, in much the same way as an object whose forms have been honed by nature. The result is a warm, stimulating design that says Renault, explains Axel Brun, Renault's director of concept car and show car design. Fluidity was an overriding theme from the initial preliminary sketches, and was expressed by a blend of simple forms and generous volumes. My early source of inspiration stemmed from the liquid sensation, wave-like movement and contrasts in light associated with certain rippled surfaces, observes Jan Jarsal, who was in charge of DeZir's exterior styling. By directly laying out volumes and not just joining together a number of surfaces by lines, I felt more in tune with the world of sculpture than with that of architecture. The result is a two-seater coupe which is both sculptural in spirit yet perfectly harmonious. DeZir's shape features prominent wheel arches that accommodate 21-inch wheels, the design of which took its inspiration from the notion of movement. Meanwhile, the sides feature a combination of flush and recessed forms that play on contrasting light patterns. Behind the beauty, an electric car. The Z in the name DeZir is a direct reference to Renault's ZE signature, and several features of its design are suggestive of two qualities readily associated with electric mobility, namely advanced technology and lightweight. Indeed, the recessed, linear styling of the front air intake and the entire rear end convey an impression of lightness in addition to efficiently channeling battery cooling air from the front to the rear. To provide rhythm and balance to the overall package, this smooth, fluid skin contrasts with the ripple effect seen on the aluminium side panels, roof and headlight eyelids. The design of these features alludes to the ripples which can form when a breeze blows over water, while the geometric pattern adds an unmistakable high-tech feel. The prevailing bright red color of the body interacts with the graphical forms of the cross-drilled aluminium side panels which equally exude a sense of lightweight and technology. The geometric forms of the glazed areas also contribute to DeZir's easy-to-read overall design and are reminiscent of a fighter plane cockpit or certain endurance racing prototypes. The absence of a rear window is overcome by the fitment of two rear-facing cameras which provide the driver with a panoramic view of what is happening behind the car. The creative thinking behind the design of the front end was aimed at recalling Renault's styling heritage, while at the same time paving the way for the design trends of the brand's forthcoming models. DeZir's front end features a full-width air intake which strikes out either side of a large, vertically positioned Renault logo that proudly displays the car's brand pedigree. Meanwhile, the chrome finish of the lozenge contrasts with the dark aspect of the grille to express the statement still further. The air scoops situated at the outer extremities of the front air intake are a legacy of Renault's formal styling language and form an integral part of the air intake's design, as do the headlights which sit above these scoops. The Frontend Design previews the new Frontend identity that is poised to become a feature of all Renault models in the future. The headlights take the form of backlit prisms, which make them a highly graphic feature. The perforated eyelids add to this high-tech feel and contribute to DeZir's specific lighting signature. Rear lighting is provided by an illuminated, seemingly floating strip that extends across the full width of the car. The Renault logo is highlighted by backlighting through the fins of the grille and consequently appears to hover in the middle of this space. The gullwing doors are another feature that embody automotive passion and reveal a refined interior, while the fact that the left and right-hand doors open in opposite directions symbolizes a yin and yang style amorous harmony. The interior design also suggests lightness. "Love is a sentiment that lifts you, gives you wings," says Stéphane Maillore, who was in charge of DeZir's interior styling. "Inside DeZir, you feel like you're floating on a cloud," adds Stéphanie Petit, colors and materials designer. The forms are soft and light, while the predominant color is white, although there are also echoes of the same passion red used for the exterior. The materials employed for the interior, like the senses they awaken, are precious, with white leather upholstery and trimming for the seats, dashboard and floor, along with a red lacquered finish for the console and accessories. The one-piece, two-seater front bench seat provides cocoon-like comfort. To emphasize the sensation of a shared passion and lightness, it comprises a number of interlocking elements trimmed in white leather, with a quilted pattern on the passenger's side, and a contrasting uniform finish on the driver's side, as if to suggest an inexorable attraction between the two. The embroidered pattern on the leather is based on a graphical representation of the Renault logo and is an example of refined of couture à la française. This technique also provides an indication of the coming trend for future production models. The interior styling takes its inspiration from the idea of an amorous encounter and is based on a coming together of opposites. The cockpit-style driver's environment contrasts with the ethereal lightness of the dashboard and the feel of the white leather bench seat. The driver's door features a bright red lacquered finish, while the panel of the passenger side door is trimmed in white leather. The dashboard, too, features contrasting finishes, with one part trimmed in white leather and another which exudes a more high-tech feel, with a grained effect that recalls the finish of certain exterior components. The white bench seat seems to float on a red-hued bed of light which, once again, symbolizes passion. This lighting gently pulses to a rhythm that suggests a beating heart. But couples also seek to protect one another, and the forms of the interior are suggestive of this notion of protection. The center console seems to present the transmission mode selection lever to the driver, ensuring that it is within easy reach. The housing of the transmission mode selection lever reveals luminous pedals which indicate the selected mode. The steering column is shrouded in a red housing that extends up to the steering wheel hub itself. An electric beauty. DeZir is powered by an electric motor mounted in a mid-rear position to optimize weight distribution over the front and rear wheels. The vertically mounted 24 kWh lithium-ion battery is located behind the bench seat and provides the car with a range of 160 km. Battery cooling is ensured not only by the air channeled from the front to the back of the car, but also, and above all, by the flow of air that enters through the lateral scoops concealed behind the aluminium panels on either side of the body. The basic motor is the same as the unit used for Renault's production electric cars, although an evolution has enabled its power and torque to be uprated to 110 kilowatts, 150 chains, and 226 Nm respectively. 3 battery charging methods can be employed. A standard charge using a conventional household plug fully charges the battery in 8 hours. A fast charge using a 400 volts 3-phase current charges the battery to 80% of its capacity in 20 minutes. A fast battery exchange thanks to Renault's quick drop technology. In order to optimize range and dynamic performance, Renault Design's technical teams have kept DeZir's weight to a minimum. Its body is made from Kevlar, while its tubular steel frame is similar to that employed for Megane Trophy race car. DeZir's suspension also shares certain features with that of Megane Trophy, including a double wishbone arrangement, to deliver a particularly high standard of handling precision. DeZir's aerodynamics have been carefully honed, too, thanks to full underbody fairing and a rear diffuser. The result of this work is a drag coefficient (CD) of 0.25, as well as outstanding acceleration, with DeZir capable of accelerating from rest to 100 km/h in 5 seconds, and from standstill to 50 km/h in just 2 seconds. DeZir's energy efficiency package also includes the recovery of deceleration energy. The technology it employs is based on the same principles as the Kerr's kinetic energy recovery system, seen in Formula 1. When the car decelerates, kinetic energy is recovered and stored in the battery. In the case of DeZir, this energy can then be employed by the driver to provide a temporary power boost at the moment he or she chooses, using a button located on the steering wheel. Driving pleasure is further enhanced by the design of the driver interface. The dashboard visually mirrors the sensations felt at the wheel by means of a graphic display of data received from the accelerometer and speed sensors. The central touchscreen display incorporates a smart navigation system that synchronizes journey information with the driver's diary in order to optimize task management and itineraries. Software incorporated in the dashboard provides drivers with a real-time indication of their energy management ability via a fun interface that uses video game-style graphics. A DeZir for music. Within the framework of the creation of an audio signature for the brand's upcoming electric vehicles, Renault has been working closely with the highly regarded IRCAM, Institut de Recherche et Coordination Acoustique, Musique, founded by Pierre Boulez in 1969, to define the sound that best reflects DeZir's personality.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.